welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. I'm Rebecca Felgate, and today we're talking about the one and only Queen Elizabeth II. She is the world's longest ruling monarch and queen of my homeland. Being such a prominent figure means that people sometimes come up with crazy and wild theories about her, so here are 10 of the craziest. But before we get started, I just want to let you know that we have a brand new Top 10 channel. It's called Top 10 Gaming, so if you like gaming and Danny Burke, who's hosting there, then head on over. I'll see you guys there. Okay, so back to the list. What is going on with Queen Liz? Coming in at number 10, she's a cannibal, apparently. That's right, she reportedly eats flesh. Back in the day, some 300 years ago, the royal family did actually consume human flesh. Charles II reportedly had elixirs made from corpses. However, some people think that Queen Liz straight up eats people. Where is the fact to support this crazy theory? Well, apparently, during one of her visits to Canada, it coincided with the disappearance of 50 children. So I guess people put 2 and 2 together and got like 73. They also think that her pointy teeth are a clear sign of cannibalism. So speaking of the missing children, did you know that the Queen is a Satanic cult leader? That's all coming in at number 9. So the Queen and her husband Prince Philip were actually named as suspects in the disappearance of children by eyewitnesses. William Cobes went to a Native American school, Camp Loops in British Columbia, and he said that the Queen visited and made children kiss her boots before abducting them. Her and Philip are thought by some pretty out there theorists to be Satanists who sacrificed the children. So we have some slightly less outlandish crazy theories before we roll straight on back to the super crazy. Coming in at number 8, her father had his brother dethroned. So monarchists know that Queen Elizabeth was never meant to be queen. Her dad, King George VI, wasn't supposed to be king unless his brother died. His elder brother Edward, it is said, was talked into abdicating by his brother. Edward stepped down when he wanted to marry socialite Wallis Simpson, but some wild theorists think that Simpson was hired by George as a distraction for his brother and in a bid to seize the crown himself. It's actually well known that the boy's father, King George V, thought his eldest son a poor choice for the crown, so maybe he was acting with his father's wishes. Coming in at number 7, her outfits are sending a secret message. Recently, the Queen wore a blue outfit with some little yellow flowers in her hat. It isn't so much about the outfit, but about the timing of the outfit that she wore. She wore this to open Parliament, and people took this as a sign that she was anti the new UK Prime Minister Theresa May, who is about to deliver the whole Brexit mess. Many people drew some strong links between her outfit and the EU flag, suggesting it was the Queen's subtle way of promoting her love for the European Union. Coming in at number 6, she's a member of the Illuminati. An absolute classic. I feel like anyone who's anyone has been linked to the Illuminati, including Queen of Pop Beyonce and Queen of all Queens, Liz. I actually found a pretty hilarious article on the website Gizmodo that says the Queen uses her Illuminati status to clone people. The site also says that Eminem is a clone, which... what? Forget cloning, what if the Queen is actually a man in drag? Now this is a ye-old conspiracy theory coming into number 5. So this one actually is not about Queen Elizabeth II, but is actually about Queen Elizabeth I. It's so nutty that I really wanted to include this on the list. Queen Elizabeth I was rumoured to be a farm boy called Neville. Yeah. This theory was thought up when a coffin containing a young girl was found by clergymen in the 1800s. This supported local legends that the Queen had died and been swapped with an imposter. Many think she was actually a he. They say that she died of a fever, and as she was so valuable and loved by her father, the infamous King Henry VIII, nobody wanted to confess the news. Instead, a boy who looked kinda similar to her was put in place so her father never noticed. This could actually be why she never married and does look a bit manly in some pictures. American author Steve Berry believes it so much that he even wrote a book about it, and it's pretty cray. Back to our current Queen Elizabeth at number 4, we have she's a Nazi. Her uncle, the abdicated King Edward VIII, famously met and praised Hitler. Further still, pictures have emerged of the young Queen performing the Nazi salute. She was only a child at the time, and it was long before the rest of the world knew the extent of Hitler's depravity, so if she did do it, it was probably out of ignorance, although many theorists out there are convinced that this means she's a Nazi sympathizer. I doubt it. She does have German roots though, so maybe. But again, I really doubt it. Coming in at number 3, she had a role in Diana's death. When Lady Diana Spencer, Princess of Wales, died on the 31st of August 1997, the world was in mourning. The accepted story is that she was on her way from the Ritz in Paris to Dodi Al-Fayed's apartment on the other side of the city. Hounded by paparazzi, the car Diana was travelling in crashed into a tunnel, killing her, Dodi, and the driver Paul. However, her death was all too convenient. It's rumoured that Diana and Dodi were about to get engaged, which would have been a huge embarrassment for the royal family, as he was a foreign national who was denied a UK visa. Some have gone as far as to say that the Queen orchestrated the whole thing and was involved in a huge cover-up and smear campaign against the driver, who was said to have been drunk in the official report. Coming in at number 2, another absolute classic, she's dead. It just keeps on coming up. Every year there'll be a Queen is dead or a Prince Philip is dead conspiracy theory circling. Of course, tongues were set waggling when a credible journalist, Armen Khawaja, tweeted that the Queen had died in 2015. She deleted the tweet, which was presumably some sort of journalistic training exercise, but not before world news outlets went wild. Finally, coming in at number 1 of our top 10 Queen Elizabeth conspiracy theories, my personal favourite, she's a lizard. You're a lizard, Lizzie. One of the wildest and most frequent Queen Elizabeth theories is that the Queen is actually a lizard. This comes from a wider theory that there are a core of influential lizards at the top of the world's politics. Among them is Queen Elizabeth. Also a lizard, we have George W. Bush, Hillary Clinton, and Bob Hope. Bob! At the forefront of this wild theory is David Icke, who wrote a book called The David Icke Guide to the Global Conspiracy. In the book, he details the lizard overlords who have controlled humankind since the dawn of time. Which, weird. Although I have to say, maybe this is why she's lived such a long life and never really seems to age unless there's a new coin coming out. So guys, that was the top 10 Queen Elizabeth conspiracy theories. Let me know whether or not you think any of these are real. I personally think they're all crazy, but you never know. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Most Amazing Top 10. Remember to head on over to our new channel, Top 10 Gaming. For now, I'm Rebecca Felgate. Make sure you give this video a good thumbs up, share it with a friend, and stay subscribed for more Top 10 lists. I'll see you next time.